Alright y'all, what's good? We're back with another video. For this video, as you guys can tell, you can already see with the caption what it's about. You guys are probably wondering how I'm going to break this video down. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah, I don't feel like doing a whole bio. If you guys don't know who I am, just check out my channel and you'll learn along the way. I'll kind of give some more information about who I am exactly, what I'm all about, but I want to explain that through these videos and just my experiences, my life experiences. So as you guys can tell by the title, I've lost a lot of friends this year. And just looking back at losing, say, every single friend that I grew up with and every single friend that I went to high school with, I do not talk to anymore. And it's pretty crazy. It's pretty funny actually, because my pops in high school and even middle school, he'd always tell me, you know, your friends aren't going to be there. You know, they might be in your life right now. You might be day ones with them. You might be, you know, locked in, whatever sort of say. But there's going to be a time where your friends aren't going to be there. The people that you call your friends aren't going to be your friends anymore. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And he always used to say that. And I was like, man, that's not going to happen to me. Maybe it might happen to a few friends, but I got my circle. We're going to be tight. We're going to be locked in. There's no backstabbing, none of that. We're all solid, etc. I was like, there's none of that. And as time went, you just slowly see friends leaving because maybe they go to school, maybe they go move out of the country, or maybe they just go down a path that you don't really align with and you don't really want to follow. And just over the years, dating back to all my friends in high school, the main reason we all kind of stopped talking was I went to school and they just went on with their lives, stayed in the same area where they really grew up. And I went outside the States and got to experience a whole new life and a whole new experience. But your friends that are in your life right now might not always be your friends. They might not be in your life. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm speaking from experience of losing friends. You know, I'm 25 years old. You know, I'm not just pulling shit out of my ass. Like, this is my life experience and what I've gone through. But watch who you keep around because there's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of envy. Watch who you share information with because, again, there's a lot of jealousy, a lot of hatred in this world. And just because someone's in your circle or just because you call them a friend doesn't mean they want the best for you. Doesn't mean deep down they're not maybe low-key jealous of you or want bad intentions from you or gonna backstab you in the future, planning something. So always remember that, always have that in the back of your mind and take that with a grain of salt. But getting into the story how I lost all my friends, I was in college. I think I was a sophomore, say, and I played lacrosse. We were traveling in Maryland and I was scrolling on YouTube. Everyone on the bus was playing these video games on their phone. I forgot what games they were called, but everyone's playing the same game basically and just screaming, yelling, have a good time, being young, whatever. And I was just on my phone alone in my little area just listening to this YouTube video. It was Robert Kiyosaki. I forgot what video it was, but it was kind of like a motivational, what the rich people think, like, etc. It was kind of one of those type of videos, business video. And he was just breaking down of how the world works, how the rich think, how money works. And it was just opening up my eyes. And I was just looking at the bus. And I was like, all these guys are just so lost and playing these video games and having fun. And like, it just opened up my eyes. And I was like, I need to get to this level where I become successful. I need to get to this level where I never have to worry about money. And I was just looking at my circle and I was like, does any of my friends align with that message? Do any of my friends want to become ultra rich? Want to become the best versions of themselves? Want to fucking be a leader in this world? Did any of my friends at the time? And I just looked at all my friends and I just realized, I was like, all my friends for the most part drink, smoke, take the easy route, chase pussy. Like, I had a circle that they didn't inspire me whatsoever. And this was in college, so I had a lot more friends back then rather than now. And you guys have heard this analogy 10,000 times. You are who you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself with people who drink and smoke, you're going to be that next person who eventually does, or maybe you already do so. And then vice versa, if you hang out with 6 entrepreneurs who all starting their business, they make $1 million a year, well, you're going to be that next millionaire who's making that kind of money, starting that kind of business, whatever. So I was just looking at my circle, and I just realized none of those people had the same ambitions as I did. They always cheated themselves. They always took the easy route. They always complained. They always pointed fingers. They never wanted to really put the work in. And I was just like, I knew deep down I had to change my circle. I knew deep down if I really wanted to become the best version of myself, I had to surround myself with people who also had those same dreams and aspirations as I did and were already working towards that and maybe even already hit that ceiling. So I slowly started cutting people off because they didn't help me whatsoever. And if anything, I knew they were going to bring me down. So fast forward to now, I really don't have many friends. I could say I have 3 to 4 friends, not including family members. I consider my brother a close, good friend too. But friends not related to me whatsoever that I could really call them friends, 3 or 4, if that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's lonely. But the reason why I have 3 or 4 friends is because I am chasing excellence. I want the most out of life, and I realize we only have so much time on this planet. Why waste it being average? Why waste it just living a normal, simple life? Why not make the most out of life? Why not shoot for the stars? Why not shoot for the atmosphere? I want to make the most out of life. I don't want to have any regrets when I get to the age 70, 80, 90, 100, and I'm on my deathbed, and I'm like, damn, B, you didn't really make the most out of life. You didn't really go for your dreams. You didn't really risk it all. That would eat me alive. So I want this extraordinary life, and I'm going to go and work for it. If I have to sacrifice 100 hours a week working on myself or working on my brand or working on the company or whatever it may be, I'm willing to do that because I know the results of me doing that, I'll eventually get there, because I live by this quote by Mark Cuban. And he basically says, if you never give up, you can never fail. And building off that, he also says, you only have to be right once. You only have to be right once, and it'll change the rest of your life. So you can fail 1,000,000 times. You can fail 500 times. You can fail 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, whatever it may be. But you only have to be right once. And that goes hand in hand with that other quote. If you never give up, you can never fail. So that's just how I look at it. The founder of McDonald's started numerous brands before. He was the age 55 when he started McDonald's. KFC, Colonial Sanders was 69. I think he started KFC 100 times or something like that, 102 times before it really took off. So I just realized if you never give up, you can never fail, and you only have to be right once. So I just cut off all my friends because they just didn't align with the same morals, the values, the dreams, and the aspirations that I did. And looking back, me now having 3 to 4 friends, I'm so happy I did, because the people who I have in my life currently are all chasing the same thing. And when we all get together, or even just 1 or 2 of my friends get together, it's like this energy that we all want to push each other, this energy that we're all motivating each other, we're all pushing each other, we all want the most out of life. And when you're surrounded with people like that, it just makes you want the best for yourself. It just pushes you to go the extra nth. It puts you in a better place, rather than if you were to hang out with losers, they're going to drag you down. And the moral of this whole video, the moral of this whole story is you want to surround yourself with people who are doing better than you, or who already achieved what you're wanting to achieve, or at least taking the step forward to try to make those dreams and aspirations come a reality. And I'll give you guys a story. I lost my day 1 best friend 2 months ago, I'd say. So we were talking on a weekly basis. That dude, I still love that dude. I'll always love that dude. and he was family. Like our families were closer than ever. I was closer than ever with him. I consider him like my blood brother. But he reached out to me and was like, yo, like I'm struggling, this and that. And I was trying to give him words of encouragement. I was telling him like, listen, you got this. Just lock in. Just lock in for these couple next weeks. Your family's going to be so proud of you when you get through this and you give them, and you show them that you did it. And he's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I was like, you got it, man. And then he would come back a couple days later and be like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Maybe if I do it. And I was like, bro, listen to the way you're talking to yourself. You telling yourself you don't know if you're going to do it. You telling yourself, I don't know if I can do it. Then you're not going to do it. You are what you say you are. So if you tell yourself, I'm going to be a millionaire, you are going to be a millionaire. And you back it up with action and the work, you're going to be a millionaire. But if you tell yourself, I don't know if I'm going to be a millionaire, then you're not. And I was basically telling them that. I was like, listen to the words you're speaking. Speak highly about yourself. Speak what you're going to do into an existence like you already did it, and then work towards it. And I guarantee you it will happen. And I was just basically breaking it down to him like that. And he's like, yeah, man, I got it. I appreciate you. And I was like, listen, man, I'm the friend that wants the best for you. I'm the friend that's going to tell you straight. And he's like, yeah, man. And he always accepted the advice that I gave him. And I didn't come out of a place that I was better than him, that I had all the answers, because I don't have all the answers whatsoever. There's so many days where I'm like, what the heck? I don't have all the answers. I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, is this my purpose? Am I doing the right thing? But going back to the story, he was telling me he was going to lock in. He was telling me he's going to do this and that. But his actions weren't aligning with what he was telling me and what he was going to do. He was still going out every weekend. He was still drinking. He was still smoking. He was still chasing pussy. Things that we talked about that he wasn't going to do for these next 6 to 8 weeks, because he had this obligation that he wanted to do, that he wanted to fulfill. And I would tell him, I was like, listen, man, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? He's like, man, like I deserve to, this and that. And I was like, bro, lock in. Like, just imagine you passing. Like, you just lock in for these couple weeks, and then after, you can do whatever. He's like, all right, bro. And then just his actions week after week weren't aligning to what he was saying. And I was like, all right, man, I'm just going to kind of take a step back. So fast forward, a couple weeks pass, and I hit him on the day he was supposed to do that thing. And I was like, you do it? And he's like, no, man, like it just didn't work out, etc. And he was drunk, he was high, and he was out partying at some event. I caught him around 2 a.m. his time. I think it was like midnight my time. And I was like, man, like, do you think you deserve to be out drinking, smoking, being high? What are you celebrating? You didn't accomplish what you were going after. And he was like, yeah, man, because I'm going to have another opportunity to do it, this and that. And I was like, my man, look at your circle right now. Like, you're surrounded by losers who only are drinking, smoking, like taking the easy route, not having any dreams or aspirations. And I was like, what does that make you? Being blunt and honest. Because, again, I'm the type of friend that wants the best for my friends. I am chasing excellence. So I want my circle, I want the people around me to also be chasing excellence. I want to push them to a level that they don't even think is possible. I'm the type of friend that's going to do that. And if I see my friend is not going, is off his path, is not doing what he's supposed to be doing, I'm going to be blunt and honest and tell him the truth. Even if he doesn't want to hear it. Even if it hurts his feelings. Even if he's going to hate me. Because that's the type of friend I am. I'm going to tell you the truth at the end of the day. Regardless if it hurts your feelings or not. Because that's the great friend. That's the friend that you need in your life. And I told him that. I was blunt and honest. I was like, listen, man, you don't deserve that. You didn't even do what you were supposed to do. You surround yourself with losers. What does that make you? And he thought I was coming from a place that I thought I was better than him. That I felt like I was cooler than him, or I was just so much better than him. I was farther along in life than he was. And it wasn't that at all. I was coming at a place of love. To show my friend that I'm here for you, but I also want the best from you. And when you're not doing your best, when you're not performing your best, I'm going to be there holding you, telling you, my man, you're not doing your best. What are you doing? Lock in. Come on, man. We talked about this. Vice versa. I would expect him, if I wasn't on my path, if I was slacking, if I was not doing the things that I was supposed to be doing, I'd want him to check me. Come on, B, what are you doing? Lock in, you told me you were gonna do this. Why aren't you doing this? I would expect him to do that, and I would hope he would do that. But people's egos are too big, and he didn't like that, and he cut me off. Blocked me, told other people he doesn't rock with me anymore, and I don't hate the kid whatsoever. But some people aren't gonna align with the same values and dreams and aspirations you have. It worked out. Again, I don't hate the kid whatsoever. I have no hate or animosity towards him whatsoever. I love him. I wish him nothing but the best. But our dreams and aspirations don't align. And what he wants out of life, I don't want out of life. So, it worked out. Again, I don't have no hate or animosity towards him, but you're going to lose all your friends when you choose to take the hard route, when you choose to work on yourself, when you choose to go to the next level, when you choose success. You're going to lose all your friends, because majority of people out there, I say 98% of the people out there, do not want to go through hardships, do not want to push themselves outside of their comfort zone, do not want to be the outcasts. Everyone wants an easy, simple life. And if that means they have to be average and work an average life and live an average life, they'll take that. And if you want an exceptional life, you're going to lose a lot of your friends, because people are going to judge you. They're going to be like, oh, he's too crazy. He's starting this business. Or they're going to hate on you because they're too scared to fulfill their dreams. They're too scared to go after their dreams. They're too scared to hear other people's judgments of them. I could care less what anyone has to say about me. And I'm going to figure it out. But I realize my friends, or the people that I used to associate with, are going to hate on me, are going to critique me, are going to point fingers, are going to call me this and that. But the reason why they're doing that is because they're too scared to take the action to follow their dreams, to go after their aspirations. But I'm not. So they're projecting their insecurities on me, or to people about me. So you have to look at it like that. But again, you're going to lose a lot of friends when you choose success, when you choose personal development, when you choose to become the best version of yourself, because you're going to have to be selfish. You're going to have to say no to them when they ask you to go out every weekend. You're going to have to say no to them when they want to kick it and smoke and drink and have girls over. I've told so many friends of mine, or used to be friends, no. And then eventually they stopped kicking it with me. Eventually they stopped asking me, because they just knew I was going to say no. So if you want to become the best you, if you want to become this individual that you can be proud of, that every day you wake up and you look yourself in the mirror and you're proud of that individual, realize you're going to have to sacrifice a lot. You're going to lose a lot of your friends, if not all. But that gives you a new opportunity to make new friends. One thing I realized graduating college, because in high school, college, you can sort of make your new friends, but it's very hard, because people are still lost. People still are just trying to fit in. But I feel like once you're out of school and really into like the real world, you have the opportunity to make a new set of friends that align with whatever you want out of life. So all my friends right now are all wanting the most out of life. I don't surround myself with anyone who doesn't believe they are capable of making the most out of life. Because I picture myself, I envision myself being this motherfucker that can achieve anything. And if I surround myself with other people who also believe in that, then eventually we're all going to get there. Or one of us is going to get, not one individual who does get there is going to pull us all up or tell us the gems how to get there. So we all eventually get there. So again, you need to surround yourself with people who are motivating you, who are inspiring you, who are giving you real game on how they did it, so you can apply it to your life and you get to that same level, or even take it to another level. But you need to surround yourself with winners, because if you want to win in life, you need to be surrounded with winners who are also winning on all facets of their life. And again, if you reverse it, if you hang out with losers, that's going to make you a loser. I don't care how cool or how dope your friends are. I don't care if they're the funniest people in the world. You have to realize and look at your circle and be like, do these people align with what I want out of life? Do these people motivate me? Do these people inspire me? Or are these people just going to bring me down when I want the best for myself? A question you need to ask yourself. And it's going to be hard. Losing friends, especially the ones that you grew up with and that you consider day one, it's probably one of the hardest things besides like a breakup or like losing a family member. Like it really hurt losing a lot of my friends. Like it hurt my heart. But again, I wish them nothing but the best, but you can't bring everyone up with you. And I'm not saying I'm better than any of them, but I want a different life than all of them. And I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to sacrifice everything. I'm willing to even lose it all in order to become that version that can attract that deserves all of that. So again, I'm making these videos to open up and share experiences that I've gone through my life. And I don't know how old you are, on the people who are watching these videos. You might be younger. You might not have experienced this yet. But just take everything with a grain of salt. Always realize the people who are in your life are not always going to be in your life. And you can always learn things from people. People might stay in your life for your whole life. People might come and go for seasons, months, days, whatever it may be. But you can always learn from people and always be nice to people. Don't burn any relationships if you can't. And just be the best version of you. And I hope you learned something in this video. I'm going to try to be very, 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 very consistent on these, just sharing my experiences. I have a lot of cool ideas that I want to share with you guys and just build this community of everyone trying, or at least just build this community of people who just want to become the best versions of themselves and want the most out of life. And I'm going to end it with this. If you are watching this video and you are struggling with your fitness, if you're struggling with self-confidence, if you're struggling with discipline, accountability, nutrition, not being in love with the individual that's staring back at you in the mirror, I have a 90-day program where I can get you fit and become the best version of yourselves in just 90 days. But I need you to comment on this video, ready, or DM me on Instagram, ready, and I can get you to become the best you. I already have 7 or 8 clients that I'm working with on a daily basis. We have a group chat that everyone sends in their transformational pictures. We have a group chat that we showcase pictures and videos of us hitting our lips for that specific day. And not only are we building this community of people who want to better themselves, but we're helping people become the best version of themselves. Because I was at a point in my life where I hated myself, where I was displeased with myself, where I was skinny, couldn't put on muscle. I've also been in a point in my life where I've been overweight, I've had a gut, I was drinking too much, I had vices in my life that I shouldn't have been abusing, And now, right now, I'm working on every sort of weakness that I have. I'm working on everything to become the best version of myself. Working out every single day and documenting it. If you guys do not believe me, check out my YouTube channel. You guys can see day 1 through, I think I'm on 79 today, 78, 1 through 79 or 80 whenever this gets uploaded. You can see every single day, and I'm gonna go work out for a whole year straight. Another thing I'm working on, I wasn't satisfied on how I communicate, how I articulate my words. What did I do? I joined the Toastmasters. There's so many other things that I'm working that I haven't told you guys on my weaknesses because I want to become the best versions of myself. So I can help you get fit. I can help you become the best you, where you're proud to be you, where you're proud. You wake up proud and you look at your body and be like, I put the work in every single day and I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. I understand nutrition. I understand self-accountability. I understand discipline. I understand self-confidence. And I am that better individual that I visualize in my head, that I wake up to. That can happen to you. So if you're struggling with that, comment on this video, ready, or DM me on Instagram, ready, and I'll get you fit. I'll get you to become the best you in 90 days. Listen, I appreciate every single one of you guys who watched the whole video. Comment below. Let me know some of my video ideas that you want me to talk about. Maybe share my experiences being a D1 athlete. Like I want to share my experience being a D1 athlete, how that changed me into the man I am today. So I have a lot of topics that I'm going to really break down over these next couple weeks, months, years, and really just be very transparent with y'all. So again, I appreciate all of y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. As always, keep being you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.